Right, hi guys, and welcome to the first videos in a brand new series. Well, it's not a series with an end, but yeah, this is strategic shopping number one. Basically, the idea is every time I get a big order in or I buy something that I think you guys might find interesting, you know, tools or kits. It could be either new brand of paint, something like that. I'm just gonna, you know, unbox it, show it, explain what I do with it, why I bought it, and what my first impression is. If it's a product that I've already, you know, done in these videos, I'll probably skip it. But yeah, anyway, this is the box. You can see shipped by courier via TNT, so it's a big box, so I won't be really able to unpack it like that. Luckily, the bits and bobs I ordered came in smaller boxes. Yes. Right, let's move the camera just a tad and get that out of the way. I do apologize, guys, but the angle's not perfect and I want the whole box in shot. So I should take off. Right, put that on the side because there's one more thing in here that I'll be showing off. Right, where do I place this? That's the question. Need to be getting mic snagged. There we go. Right. So, what's in here? That's the question now, isn't it? Start by removing the lid. Well. And immediately, as you can see, this is an AK order. All of this stuff is AK. So, main reason I was ordering this is these. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, and a bottle I already had in my stash, 4. And now you guys are like, why did you buy 4 of those? 4 bottles, 4 boxes of tracks. Sometimes you can get away with like just using half a bottle and then dilute it. If you want it to work quickly, then don't, and use the entire bottle. So it's like better safe than sorry. If I don't use the entire bottle for one of the tracks, you know, I can use it later on. So what does burnishing fluid do? Basically, and now I need to see if I can grab a track. I should have one here. So these are the tracks I'm working on. These are white metal tracks. It's tin and lead alloy, something like that. It contains lead, so anyway, when you handle this, wash your hands, don't eat food while you're handling it, and stuff like that. Basically what it does is it turns this white metal and oxidizes it. It makes it look like steel tracks, like you can see. So you don't have to worry about painting and stuff like that. You can use a bit of sandpaper or just move the tracks ever so slightly to get like these shiny bits, as you would do in real life. You know, contact patches with the ground and stuff like that. So that's the first thing. It's also one of the main reasons I like using white tracks. Sometimes they're a bit more work to assemble than other tracks are. Sometimes they're easier to assemble than other tracks are. All depending on the manufacturer and the way the manufacturer did the track links. Like the kit I'll be using this for, these ones on, is a Mark 4 World War I tank. Fairly simple tracks, and they do come with a one-click system in plastic tracks. Or the kit comes with it, or if you buy the Takom Mark 4s that don't come with it, you can actually get it separate now from Takom. But yeah, those are the exception I found. Like, for example, Meng has a nasty habit of actually parting up the track link in like 2 or 3 bits. It's a lot of gluing. You risk gluing 2 links together, which means that they won't move anymore as you are adding bits on top of links and stuff like that. So I just find it easier, and the end result, at least the end result I can achieve with white metal tracks, This is better than the result I can achieve without them, using plastic. So yeah, next one that I got is, I got some AK Extreme Metals black base. Just like with the Alclad, you need the black base to make it shiny. Black gloss base, yeah. And then the actual color, 2 bottles of aluminium. Why 2 bottles? Well, because this is, I'm not going to be using this for anything else but planes. I'm probably going to do a comparison at some point, like get a cheap 1/72 scale kit, get like an Edward dual combo kit or something like that. And you know, compare them side by side. On the other hand, one hand, the Mr. Hobby metal color paints. I believe this is aluminium. No, this is stainless steel. That's not what I want. This is aluminum. So this is aluminum. Should be aluminum. It's English. I can't help it. It's a Japanese thing. But anyway, yeah, I want to do a side-by-side comparison because I did see some genius results with this. Next bits. Odorless thinner from Abteilung. I know people don't like these bottles, but my odorless thinner hasn't evaporated completely just yet. Still have half of it left after I like poured away a quarter of it. Poured it away over a decal sheet. Didn't ruin the decal sheet somehow, so I got lucky there. But yeah, I'm like, need a spare one unopened for when doing weathering with enamels and oils. Now these two, something I wanted to try: pigment fixer and acrylic resin texturized pigment. So this gives you a 3D, this just classic pigment fixer. Pigment fixer that gives you a chance to add texture and, like, you know, volume to it. As you can see, it's actually quite goopy. Doesn't come in an Abteilung bottle, thank fuck. Excuse the language, but well, I've got an Abteilung liquid mask bottle. It's not a bottle anymore, it's a blob inside of a bottle, because those, yeah, not the best. Not the best for storing products that could dry out. But yeah, it's the product. Not an immense haul, but it's going to be fun to try that texturizer stuff out. And now, meanwhile, while I'm doing this, my cat has installed itself on my desk chair. And I was looking at me like, what the hell are you looking at? I'm looking at you, cat. Yes. Right. And didn't mention there was something else in the box, didn't I? Yes, I did. So, what else is in the box? Cat, you're going to have to move. I'm sorry, dude. Yes. There you go. Now, these glass bottles, I'm going to place them here for now. And what do I do with all these burnish fluid bottles? That's the question, isn't it? Yeah, I'll look for a place in a minute. So. Right, get the box again. And get the last piece of the puzzle out. Right, it's a kit. To be honest, it's a kit. It's a highly anticipated kit, at least it was when I went to Telford in November, because they actually had the prototype assembled and on display, and like 2 weeks later they actually brought the kit out, which was weird, because why wouldn't you know, already try to sell it on at Telford, being a highly anticipated kit. Now, I'm saying highly anticipated, it's an armor kit that was highly anticipated, and a lot of you can probably already guess it, because a competing brand brings out another version of this highly, you know, this very popular, very anticipated kit. The other ones that are coming out, I think the first ones are slated in February and are done by Takom. Now, a lot of you armor builders are probably like, oh, I know what it's going to be. And yeah, you're right. present to you, ladies and gentlemen, the German medium tank Panther, Ausführung A, late. So, got my hands on it. Got it from AK. I wouldn't normally get something from AK. I would like a kit from AK. I'd get it from my locals, but it was a sale going on, and I picked this up for 40 euro. Not a bad deal. I was already paying for courier shipping anyway. So, what I have the AK didn't have the Zimmerit on any of the types of Zimmerit in stock anymore, so I ordered that via the Facebook store, Facebook page store, however you call it, basically web shop on the Facebook page, the international, and now I need to make sure I do it correctly, the International Military Model World Store. To be able to access the store, you need to be a member of the International Military Model World. Just look it up, ask to join the group, and Steve or Paul will add you guys, so you can also buy their lovely stuff. So like I said, from those guys I got the Zimmerit decals. Seen them being applied and they do look good. I also got the Friel tracks from them, so the Friel metal tracks, and the Friel wheels. So the wheels, it's hubcaps, and the wheels on the top that are hidden by the skirt. So it's kind of, why did you do that? It's hidden by the skirt, but I can always pick up, take off one of those skirts. Now, I'm hoping this is the first batch, because make sure it's inside. Yeah, hot rolling and cast surfaces. It has texture on it already, so that's pretty nice. And ice cleats are included. This barrel is included in the first batch of products. So, I've seen the plastic barrel, it's a one piece as well. I just know Meng does a pretty decent metal barrel because of the modern mobile artillery that I've built. The Panzerhaubitze 2000, the PZH 2000. So, let's see what's in here. Come on, barrel. Come on. See, and this is why I don't do plastic tracks. I just don't. I'd rather spend a bit more kitty and not have to deal with this. So, bye. Red oxidized primer. Red oxide red primer on the as the color for the plastic. Could be interesting because you could apply scratches without really having to bother using the correct primer. So you could just scrape away, like if you use black primer, scrape away until you reach this. Looking pretty good. See some pin marks, but I believe, yeah, they're all on the inside, aren't they? So they're all nicely hidden. The metal hubs will come into place here, I believe. So wheels, gratings. These must be the ice cleats then. I'm not sure what they are. Guess we'll find out. So, armor, the rear armor plate. This is the unditching beam, because it, like it says on the box, in the bit where it says might come with a metal barrel, might not. These have actually got a number of optional parts, so you can, like, recreate a tank in battlefield conditions. Like if you say, like, I want to do a Panther that served with the Großdeutschland Panzer divisions, you could do that. You pick one of those and see what bits you could you need to make that happen. So it's pretty nice looking. The upper hull, Sides of the hull. Another rear plate. Two different rear plates for different exhaust types, I'm guessing. Must be that. Just front glacis. No, it's not the front glacis. And that's that. Bottom of the hull. So it's not tub, as you can see, because these are the sides. And then these are what the wheels would go on to. I won't be using that because I've also got the suspension bits on back order with the guys I just mentioned earlier. And I'm afraid I might be shit out of luck. Excuse the language. So sides. And the fenders. No clue what that is. Some hatches. Oh, looky here. It's a turret with... Oh, there we are. I got lucky. Metal barrel. Yeah, boy. Fairly pleased that I've got this. Yeah, very nice. This is why I kind of, decided, well, it's on sale and I might as well. They did the same with their King Tiger when they brought that out a couple of months ago. So PE gratings, some latches and chains, decals, and I'm not sure what this is actually. These are metal, steel cables, but to be fair, if you look at them closely, I don't like them. They're not nicely done. I've got a Korean brand. There's some cables. You know what? While I mention them, I might as well get it out. I need to take off the mic. Apologise. Put it down. And there we go. So, KA models or car models do a lot of aftermarket for cars, as you can see in the thingy, but they also do something interesting for armor builders and builders of military stuff. This proper 2-scale steel cable, 1mm being the thickest, I believe, and then it goes to 0.8 and point something. I would have to look in my boxes, but my local shop rather, not stop. Domino Models has these in stock, and they are lovely. I mean, look at it. It's a steel cable. That's a steel cable. I mean, there is no denying that's a steel cable. At least it looks like it. So yeah, this is a turret. Look. These are exhausts. So there are different options here and there. Looking good. Make sure I don't lose that. Oh yeah, I was checking out what was this. Because this is not classic photo etch for like vent gratings and stuff like that. And then behind these is something I don't know what it is. Oh, of course. These are the skirts. As you can see, proper holes, proper metal, all separate skirts. So that should be quite fun to give it a realistic feel to it. Remove one and battle damage one and stuff like that. Easier to battle damage metal than it is plastic in my opinion, because it's so easy to go too far with plastic. So these are different paint schemes. With different, like I said, different options. One with an end-ditching beam, one that got deployed with no. Oh yeah, with road wheels to the side, I believe. Tracks and jerry cans to the side. This one has a road wheel to the turret. Don't really see all that much special about this one. Looks pretty bog standard, that one. And the other side brings even more. Really, it comes with metal. I have to check that, because I know Dragon sometimes does include these. So I would So no. This one, different paint schemes, and look, a captured paint scheme. Basically an olive drab on the top with a dunkel gold color on the bottom. Panther Tank Company under command of Warsaw, Poland. Jesus, August 44, I didn't. Sometimes you don't really realise how quickly the demise went, because in 44 the Russians were already in Poland. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting kit. As soon as the goodies that I ordered arrive, I will be showing them in a strategic shopping action number 2 video. But yeah, I'm thinking anything else I need to mention, probably not. Let's put these bits back in. Right. Put that down there. I put the steel cable in there, didn't I? Nah, that'll be in there. Plenty spare anyway, get that in there so I know what it is. Because otherwise I'm going to find the empty package and start freaking out like, I lost it. But yeah, oh yeah, I've got the box here, don't I? Accurate Armor also does a pretty decent steel cable in bronze. Or brass rather. So you'd have to paint this. Not so with the car models ones. So, what are these? Oh yeah, little carbon fiber, Accurate Armor carbon fiber aerials. Might come in handy. Because they do have a nice spring and they won't, you know, snap off like a plastic one might. 0.45. And I need to be look. From here, 0.45, 0.8, 0.8, and I should have spare 0.1s and 0.1. And I believe it's a running meter that's on there. So, and to be honest, this slogan's pretty bad. Like you can see, €4. I didn't take the price off, so they are rather cheap, in my opinion, because you can do easily 2-3 vehicles with these, unless it has winches, in which case you won't be nearly doing as much, because you'll probably be using one per winch roll, or thereabouts, depending on the model. But yeah, I agree with their slogan, detail does excite. Otherwise I wouldn't have a metric ton of Edward aftermarket for the planes I have in my stash. But yeah, like you can see, it's gonna be an interesting one. And to be honest, I'm really looking forward. I want to finish this bad boy. This little Mark IV I'm doing for a group build Tadpole, which I made combat ready because they were never actually used in combat. How did I make it combat ready? Well, the Mark IV Tadpole kit from Tacom comes with the because it has a lot of sprues in common with the normal Mark IV. So you get stuff that you won't be using, like normally these rails along which the unditching beam would go, like unditching beam here. So in transport it would be on the back here, these little hooks. When not in transport, so the tracks run along here. Tie it to the tracks, and then it would do this. And go back around. These I had to clip because otherwise it would be sticking out. Things on top with the holes. And these are for a fascine, one of those bundles of sticks that they use to cross ditches and trenches, which I will be reproducing from a bundle, well, a fresh bundle of new ones, logically, not these because they're painted over, but basically I'll be using one of these, a couple of these, maybe toothpicks, I'm not sure yet. Scrapey with my modeler saw, with the fine teeth, to create a rough wooden pole and branch texture on it, and put that on top of there. So yeah, Anyway, I can't wait to finish that for the group build and then just get cracking with it. Just need to start assembling the tracks really, and then I can do final assembly. But I'm waffling. I've been waffling for the last 3-4 minutes after finishing reviewing this puppy. So yeah, I'm gonna call it dead, I think. It was interesting to do this for the first time. It's not like mystery package time. I'm not gonna do that because it's not a mystery. Ooh. Whoops. It's not exactly a mystery package, is it? If you order it yourself. And damn you, camera. But yeah, that's it. When I start this one, most likely video series. Yamato's nearing its end. I just need to start editing videos on that. But I'm doing a voiceover for the paint video. But yeah, it's gonna be an exciting 2018 and an armed and plain-filled one. Definitely an armor one, because I'm itching to get going on the Tamiya Panzer 4 I've got in stash. Itching to get going on this. Itching to get going on my Tiger 1. Probably gonna do a gunpla build in between, like a 1100 RE or a 1100 IBO kit, or maybe just a high grade, you know, something in between video builds, basically. So yeah, I need to stop waffling because I've been at it for 5 minutes now. So good night, guys. Thanks for watching, and I shall catch you later in the next video. Bye.